Good day my friends, and welcome back for another video. I'm Yankee Oscar 6 Delta X-Ray Echo, and today we're going to continue and have some fun with the QRPGuys FSK digital transceiver.
Very well there from the club station there. This evening there.
We finished building it in the last video, and today it's time to enjoy it and actually use it. We'll go through the calibration process because I haven't done this in the last video. I'll do again a power measurement test at 12 volts and 13.8 volts. I'll talk to you about a couple of adjustments that I might have to make, and you probably have to make as well if you happen to have this kit and you haven't built it yet. And I also measured the harmonic suppression, so I'll show you that as well. And of course we'll have some fun doing some FT8 and whisper and so on. But the most important part is the calibration process. And towards the end of the video I'll talk about a couple of ideas that I have to put in an enclosure, and probably do tiny modifications when I put it in an enclosure. Before we do the calibration process, I'm just going to repeat myself one more time, but let's talk about the way we connect it. So this is the line out from the transceiver to the computer. So this one goes to the line in or microphone input of the computer. And then the output from the headphones of the computer comes on over here. We're just using simple audio cables. There's no special cable or anything like that, just standard audio cables, stereo cables. This is the power, this is the BNC connector, and right now let's talk about the calibration process. So first of all, we'll go quick through the menu buttons. So this first button is the menu itself. This second button is frequency down, and the third one is frequency up. Now if you want to do smaller adjustments, you hold the menu button, the first one, for a little bit. It will go to D5, that thing, and again with the menu button you can change the frequency step. So right now I'm going to move to 60, and you'll see in a little bit why. Again, a longer press on the button and it will go back to normal. But keep in mind that we still have that 07460 right now. So we're going to go to whisper frequency, which is 14.095. And if I click for a little bit longer, again we are 95.60, because remember that's the frequency for whisper. I'm going to leave that, and right now I'm going to check the frequency on the frequency counter. This is the method that I'm using to double check, so to make sure that I'm actually transmitting and receiving on the right frequency, I'm going to use both the frequency counter and the software itself. I'll show you on the software in a little bit. And to connect the frequency counter, I'm using just a simple cable, and right here I have the ground connection from this screw, and the signal that I get from the VFO, it's from this first pin over here, and I can read the frequency right now, and we're a bit high right now. It's 14.0962. It's supposed to be 960. So I'm going to hold this button for about 12 seconds and it will go into the calibration mode. If you hold it longer, for like 15 seconds, it will reset all the calibration adjustments that you've made in case you want to readjust everything. So right now I'm going to click this button and go low until my frequency counter will read 0960. I'm a bit low. Now I'm a bit high. So over here it seems to be fine. 14.0960. So I'm going to leave the calibration process by doing a short click over here, and I'm back to the normal operation. And right now let's go quick on the screen in the software, and I'll show you how to double check if you're on the right frequency in the software as well. If you're like me and you like creating your own custom projects like transceivers or receivers or anything related to amateur radio, my friends from PCBWay might be the perfect solution for you. They have great PCB prototyping services, PCB assembly, SMD stencils, CNC, 3D printing, and a lot more available for you. Don't forget they also have a great module store where you can go and pick up stuff that might be useful for your projects, and you can order them together with the PCB board so everything arrives in one package to keep the shipping costs lower. If you don't have an account for PCBWay, have a look down in the video description. You'll have a link that you can register for your new account and you'll get a discount on your first order. As I'm always saying, PCBWay is the way. So definitely this is not the most accurate and lab grade measurement, and it all depends on how accurate the frequency counter is. I'm pretty sure mine is not that accurate, but if we look here on the software, right now I'm, as you can tell, on the 20 meters band, 14.095600, and in mode I'm on whisper. So I'm still a little bit low right now, even though my frequency counter showed me that I'm on the right frequency. So I'm going to return here on the transceiver, and I'm going to click this button, the second one, to go lower in frequency, just a little bit more, until I see that those traces from the whisper frequencies between these green lines over here. The red dot that you see over here, that's my transmit frequency that I set up here. So I still have to go a little bit lower. I'm trying to fit this signals between this green line over here, and then it will also start appearing over here. I should have all the decoded signals down below. I'm pretty sure like if you follow the manual, there are more accurate ways to calibrate the transceiver. But for me, this was the easiest one, using whatever I had available right now. So as you can tell, right now we're already getting decoded signals. So it might take a little long, to calibrate, but once you have it set up, it should be fine. Not sure if I have to calibrate it for each band separately, but I'm going to double check once I finish building the other low pass filters. So it's a slow process, but I think you get the idea. So I'm just going to finish the calibration process, and after that I'll be right back. We'll do some test on whisper on the 20 meters band, and after that we'll try a QSO in FT8. To exit the calibration mode, we'll just do a short click on the menu button, and we're back to normal operation. So that was the best solution that I found. As you can tell, it's nothing too complicated. it seems to be stable in frequency. Right now it's been on for probably more than an hour after I did the calibration process, and it still works fine. So I'm really happy. I enjoy it, and once I'm going to finish building the other two low pass filters for the other bands, I'm going to test it and see if the calibration process works on the other bands as well, or I have to calibrate each band separately. So right now that the calibration process is completed, let's have a little bit of fun with Whisper. As you can tell, I already started decoding the signals. Right now my Whisper signals are right between these green lines over here, which is fantastic. So hopefully it's all calibrated and works fine. So I'm just going to click enable TX, and I'm just going to wait for it to transmit, and after that we'll check online to see the report. Until this thing is going to start transmitting, I'm going to go one more time through the configurations. So I named my configuration FSK TRX3, so I know is this one. At this moment is the only one that I'm using for digital. And if we go into settings, I already showed this in the last video. You can take a look at the way I clicked all the settings over here. And then if I click to radio, I have set the rig to none. PTT method, it's Vox. And for the audio, here it depends on your computer. So the input is line in of my laptop, and the output, I have this USB thingy that has an output, just because my laptop cannot support an input and an output, so I have to pick one of them, and that's the reason why I'm using an external thingy for the output. And everything else is just pretty standard. I have a couple of settings over here. This is the PSK reporter spotting. These are the settings. Favorite frequencies that you might want to use, and so on. So yeah, colors. And right now we're transmitting finally, and yeah, I'm just going to let it finish transmitting, and we'll check really quick the reports. Sounds good on the G106. By ear, it doesn't sound like I have a distorted signal, which is good. So right now I'm excited. I finally get to use it and do some Whisper with it. The Whisper was the main reason that I wanted to build this transceiver for, but definitely I'm going to end up doing FT8, FT4 and so on. Alright, so it's finished transmitting. I'm just going to stop, and I'll wait for a little bit for everybody to upload their spots. Takes a minute or two. And here we are. Now I'm still not sure about the Receive frequency, oh perfect, 14.095.60. Excellent. So the calibration was great, minus 7 dB, not bad. Alright, I guess we can use it and have some fun. I really like it. Yeah, I don't know, it slows you down because everything is manual. You have to dial in the frequency manually, and you have to swap the low pass filters. Yeah, it's really nice. I don't know, I really like it. Before I do the final power test and the harmonic suppression test, I wanted to talk really quick about some adjustments that you might have to do. So here is the trimmer for the volume, the audio output volume, and you will have to adjust this one, especially when you're doing a digital mode, to make sure that the signal going out and after that going into your software is not distorted. So if you see the red line on the software, you probably have to tweak it around and put the volume a little bit lower. And another thing that I had to do is this L3. So over here we have 13 turns on this T50-43 toroid. For the optimum power output, according to the manual, at 13.8 volts we're supposed to have somewhere around 5 watts, maybe just a little bit over 5 watts, but no more than 600-700 milliamps of current draw. Now when I finished mine, it used to draw 1 amp and the power output was 7 watts on the 20 meters band. So what I had to do was to squeeze the turns together a little bit, and I even removed one turn. So right now I'm only using 12 turns to lower a little bit that current draw. So right now it's drawing somewhere around 700 milliamps, which is a little bit better. But the power output is still somewhere around 7 watts on 13.8 volts. But if I go down to 12 volts, which is the usual voltage that I'm using, the power output is somewhere around 5.5 watts, which is decent. But before, when the current draw was 1 amp, I could actually smell the transistors heating up excessively. So yeah, if you want to extend the life of the transceiver, probably you want to adjust this to make sure that you have the proper current draw. So that's the only adjustments that I had to make. So far everything worked perfect. So right now I'm going to check the power output one more time, this time with proper power supply. So I'm running it on 12 volts. I'm going to put this to ground, and I have almost 6 watts, not exactly 5.5, so about 6 watts. And right now I'm going to change the power supply to 13.8 volts. I'm going to power it again, and I'm getting just a little bit over 7 watts. So it's not bad, but it's the first time when I'm trying to lower the power output to a transceiver. Anyway, let's carry on right now. So let's do the harmonic suppression test as well. So I set up over here, back measure, harmonic, the frequency it's 14.074 megahertz. I have level, external gain it's minus 40 dB, that's my RF tap, and the internal attenuation 30 dB. Okay, let me transmit, and right now I'm powering the transceiver with 12 volts. Excellent, it's looking good. minus 47. Alright, that's great. Let me do it on 13.8 volts as well, out of curiosity, to see if it's still clean on maximum power output. And it is. Fantastic. So it's a great transceiver. I can use it without any worries, which is great. I like it. I'm happy. Because this transceiver has a direct conversion receiver inside, I guess you can also use it as a receiver. So I'm going to test it and see what we can receive on the 20 meters band. Most probably SSB signals and CW signals, but of course it doesn't have any filtering, so it's just like a simple receiver. But let's see what can we hear. Before I cut the microphone, because I'm going to connect the transceiver directly into the camera input so we can listen exactly what you hear from the output of the transceiver, I'm going to go over here to a long press, and we're going to I'm going to change this one back to 0 and then out, so we can move around from here. And if I feel like that I have to do some fine-tuning, we'll go back and we'll do that. So right now let me connect it really quick and I'll be back so we can listen to whatever we can receive.
Там я не знаю, какой надо парень. I wasn't happy with me. And then I heard arseholes on some of the groups saying don't talk to Russian lads and all that crap as well. If you're not going to talk to the Russians, don't talk to the Ukrainians either, because the both of them at war, not just one country. So no, it pissed me off really, mate. I was really fed up with the whole thing. So anyway, I can't keep my mouth shut sometimes. Right, give me a message when you're back in the shack and we'll get a blether. Cheers.
Mike 0, Oscar Papa Sugar 5 and 9. Thanks, Georgette. Delta Lima 1. DL1 MAV 5 and 9. Good luck, Georgette. Something Florida 8. Florida 8 Delta Radio Alpha, you're 5 and 9. Very well there from the club station there. This evening there, I go to my local radio club, the Blind Gwent Radio Group. The call sign's Mike Whiskey 0, Italy Whiskey X-Ray. Our club station will be on frequency later this evening, in about an hour or so's time there. But look forward, if you're still by the frequency, hopefully you may hear us call in there. But lovely signal and no problems in QRZ, and best regards to you and all the members there. Sugar Kilo 0 Hotel Bravo, Mike Whiskey 0 Juliet Kilo Uniform 73. Very good evening, take care.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. I definitely had fun building this kit. One more time, thank you Ian from all my heart for this kit, because I absolutely love it. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. And I'm happy that I actually waited 4 years to build this kit, simply because, first of all, I don't think 4 years ago I had the proper knowledge to build this kit and test it. And definitely I didn't have the proper tools to calibrate it. You can try calibrating it using the tiny SA as well, but that one's a little bit slow, and yeah, probably is more accurate, but definitely too slow to help with the calibration process. So that's the reason why I didn't use the tiny SA. But the process is the same. You simply connect the tiny SA to the output of not to the output, in the same spot where I connected the frequency counter. Is just the same way. You just connect it to the tiny SA, and you can try calibrating it that way. Right now it's transmitting on Whisper on the 20 meters band. I hope it's not affecting my microphone. But yeah, anyway, a really fun kit. To be honest, I feel sorry that QRP guys are not selling this kit anymore, but who knows, maybe someday they'll bring it back. I don't know. Feel free to message them and ask them if they have any thoughts about bringing it back. So yeah, I promise that I'm going to talk a little bit about a couple of modifications that I would like to do. So when I'm ready to place it in a case, I'm still thinking to build that, and how I'm going to build it. But for now, definitely I'm going to leave an opening over here, just so I can swap the low pass filters. I will leave a space, a cutout basically, for the display and for the menu buttons. The LED from here, I will move it on the front panel somewhere. And also this streamer resistor, I'm going to replace this one with a proper potentiometer and run some wires underneath the board in the front side to the front panel, and I can use a volume knob over here to adjust the volume much easier. So I don't have to leave a hole in the case to adjust the trimmer, or open the case all the time just to adjust the volume. So I think this is a good idea. And also here on the sides, on both sides, left and right, I'm going to leave some openings, like drill some little holes or something, or put a grill to have some fresh air coming in on one side and the hot air going out on the other side, to keep the transistors cool. I thought about using a fan at some point, but I'm afraid of two things. The first one is that it might introduce some noise, and the second one, the oscillator, the VFO, might not be so stable. I don't know. I have to check that out, but I will probably test it before I put it in the final enclosure. But if I find a little fan, and I think it's useful to cool down the transistors, I will do that as well. So yeah, but these are my ideas about placing it in an enclosure and doing just little improvements. To end this video properly, let's finish this video with a demo of an FT8 QSO. And I apologize for making such a long video, but I wanted to cover as much as possible, and I realized that on YouTube there are not many videos on this transceiver, which is a shame because it's a really nice one. Really simple and yeah, very basic, exactly the way I like it. I wish it was still available, but let's try QSO. With who? Let's pick somebody over here. And I hope my setup with log forum works properly, because let's try England. I don't know how the propagation works, but hopefully it works fine. And it won't take me long to get an answer. So oh, yep, minus 19 dB. Excellent. That was quick. So that means somebody wants me to end this video faster and not stay so long with this video. Oh, and I received the M0, I believe it's TTC? ITC. Excellent. Let's see who's that. Richard. Excellent. So let's copy the name from here. And I'm going to paste it over here because I like to personalize the message. I'm going to click OK, and I hope that log4rom will log the QSO automatically, and I think it didn't, and I might have to insert that QSO manually. I have to figure out. Oh, yep, it did log. Excellent, so it works. I was afraid that it won't log my QSO. Great, thank you, Richard. I'll send you this video. Thanks again for watching this video. I'll see you next time for the next video. Not sure exactly what project I'm going to work on, but until then, 73 from Yankee Oscar 6 Delta X-Ray Echo.